I will start my speech in 3, 2, and 1. I strongly oppose this motion. Let's think about this. Government wants us to believe that hate watching is destroying sports culture. But what they actually describe is not hate watching itself. They describe harassment, racism, threats, and toxic online behaviors. I agree that those actions are wrong, but simply watching a match and hoping a rival team lose is not the same as abusing athletes. Today, I will show why government fails to prove that hate watching cases that harm they describe. Then I will explain why rivals and emotional investment are a natural part of sports. Before moving further, let's be clear about one important distinction. Hate watching means watching a team, athlete, or match because you want them to lose. It is a motivation for watching. Harassment, racism, and threats are actions. Government keeps treating these two things as if they are the same. They are not. If someone watches MU hoping they lose, that person is hate watchers. If someone sends racist messages to a player after the match, that is harassment. So government has to prove something very specific, that hate watching itself causes these harmful actions. I argue that they fail to prove that link. Let's look at status quo. Rival fans have always wanted each other to lose. Liverpool fans watch MU, Barcelona fans watch Real Madrid. Yes, despite these rivalries, millions of fans still enjoying sports normally every week. Leagues continue to grow, clubs continue to gain sponsorship, and stadium attendance continue to increase. For example, the Premier League has recorded stadium attendance above 15 million across recent seasons. That shows one important thing. Rivalry and emotional investment have not destroying sport. They are part of what keep people watching. So government cannot simply point to toxicity and say this must one for hate watching. They had to prove that direct cause. Government argues that hate watching creates toxic sport culture, but that argument has a major flaw. It confuses correlation with causation. Toxic people existed long before the term hate watching became popular. Fans fought decades ago. Players were insulted decades ago. The real problem is abusive behavior itself, not the fact that someone watched hoping another team will lose. Government also says social media algorithms reward outrage. That might be true, but algorithms reward engagement in general. Positive highlights, tactical analysis, emotional celebration, and inspirational topic also go viral. So again, the problem is poor online behavior and weak moderation, not hate watching as motivation. Government also talk about athletes' pressure, but professional athletes already compete under pressure from coaches, clubs, sponsor, media, and millions of supporters. Pressure is part of professional sports. What actually harms athletes is direct abuse, not someone quietly matching a match and hoping they lose. Now let me present my first substantive argument. Rivalry is one of the reasons sports are meaningful. Sports have never been hunt only on admiration. They are built on competition. Fans support Liverpool because they want MU to lose. Real Madrid supporters celebrate Barcelona's defeat. These emotional investment are not the fate of sport. They are part of what makes it sport exciting. Without rivalry, matches become emotionally neutral. People become invested on outcomes. Discussion become less passionate, and then it decreases viewership. Governments want to portray negative emotions as harmful, but disappointment, rivalry, and even enjoying your rival's defeat are normal of competition. They enrich sport rather than destroy them. My second argument that hate watching can strengthen the sport ecosystem. Here is the mechanism. People watch because they dislike their rival teams. And then they still become viewers. They buy subscription and ticket. They increase broadcast value, and club receive more broadcasting revenue. Sponsor invest more, and then let you become financially strong. More money improves facility, youth, academic, and player development. Notice one important thing. Sports do not require people to love everything. Sports require people to care. Even hate watch still contribute attention, discussion, and economic value to the sport. Government ignore this cultural mechanism. They assume only positive fans contribute, but it's simply untrue. There are also useful facts that support our side. Premier League attendance has reached above 15 million across recent seasons, showing that sport to grow despite instant rivalries. Sport research and media studies consistently note that rivalry increases engagement, discussion, and media consumption. And major sports like FIFA punish racism, discrimination, and abuse. They not punish hate watch itself. Why? Because the harmful actions is abuse, not the reason someone chooses to watch the game. Government asks you to evaluate sport through its word example. I ask you to evaluate sports through ordinary reality. Most hate watchers never send racist messages. Most never threaten athletes. Most simply celebrate when rivalry loses. Government award punishment millions of ordinary sport teams because of the action of a small minority who engage in abuse. Instead, we should punish harassment directly while professing and allowed rivalry that makes sport exciting. So, ladies and gentlemen, today our debate is not about whether harassment is wrong. Of course, it is. The real question is watchers simply watching and game because you want another team to be lost should be blamed for every problem in sport.